Mother Nature has been kind to us the last few days. We've been loving 3 solid days of sun, and Ted, we're going to see some more this morning.
Yeah, more sunshine headed our way today. Not maybe overall as much sun as the past couple of days, but we are looking at still a continuation of that dry, peaceful, tranquil pattern. And the temperatures are going to do pretty well today. They'll warm up nicely, even though we will see maybe a few more clouds eventually. But we had so much sun yesterday, the sunniest day you could imagine, certainly by December standards. Watch the visual evidence of that. This is time-lapse from last evening with our Lewiston Auto camera from CC Heights. Yeah, the droplets in the camera lens. I think there's an icicle right over the camera that's been dripping on the camera all week long, and the slow meltdown every afternoon continuing as each day we've had temperatures just above freezing, and we'll be there again later today. Right now looking at some of that brightening the sky, a little steam in Rochester, some of that generated by the physical plant there in the downtown part of the city. And of course you have the twinkling lights. I love the Christmas tree there on the Mayo building. This is looking live on this Thursday morning with our Lewiston Auto camera in downtown Rochester. You see the sun out there already showing up in the sky. Temperatures teens and 20s already beginning to warm up a little bit. Not a lot of wind, but what little wind we have going on right now is coming out of the south, and that's drawing in some warmer air. So 19 right now in Rochester, Austin 25, Cresco, Iowa 27, and Winona now 23. Looking out the window, we are looking at a fairly peaceful morning. 19 right now. It feels like 9. Air pressure is falling, 29.94 inches of mercury. And temperatures compared to this time yesterday, a little more December-like. We had yesterday a day where we started in the upper 20s and made it to the mid-30s. Today we're actually going to be back in the 30s, but we're going to have to go a little farther because we're starting 8 degrees colder this hour versus this time yesterday in Rochester. Preston 10 degrees colder and 5 degrees colder in Mason City. So still mild today despite the eventual gathering clouds and the chilly start to the day. And looking at a colder Friday. Tomorrow, not quite as warm, but it does look like the weekend's going to make up for that with some temperatures above the freezing mark, maybe even a few 40s returning to the map. Now there is a storm system and its cold front on the map to our north and west. That's going to swing into the area. That cold front will eventually draw in some of that colder air behind it for tomorrow. Quick blast to some chilly weather, but all the snow that is with that storm system staying well north of us. For the morning commute, 21 degrees and steady light breeze, a lot of sunshine, and then eventually we'll see the gathering clouds through the course of the day. But 19 right now, Rochester, Des Moines 29. International Falls actually doing better than we are. It's 20 there in Minot, North Dakota, 28. Marquette at 21. There are the clouds we're talking about, eventually slowly building in a fairly light breeze, 9-10 miles per hour. That's it, not too bad. And look for high temperatures around 35. Sunset 4:32. Here's Futurecast. Warm air being drawn in ahead of the storm system from the warm sector of that area of low pressure, gathering cloud cover, especially as we head into the afternoon. But a dry day, all the snow with the system north of that area of low pressure. System moves in through later this evening. We'll have a breezy evening and overnight period. Clouds around until just after midnight. And then clearing skies, a chilly morning. Tomorrow we start off in the teens and make our way only to the mid-20s. But overall, looks like a pretty good looking day with quiet sunshine. And more sunshine ahead for Saturday. Of course, we're talking about Saturday morning. We start at 9 o'clock here at the studio. The drive-by toy drive for Christmas Anonymous. And you look at Saturday morning, fairly quiet, peaceful day, a little breezy at first. We'll have temperatures in the teens and 20s, making our way eventually into the mid and upper 30s. A few spots Saturday in the 40s as that next storm system approaches. Behind that is a blast of cold air that we will see coming in early next week. A chance of snow with the storm system Monday. A couple of inches, I think, out of that one. Not necessarily a huge amount of snowfall, but maybe a little tricky on the roads for a time. But then we see that Arctic air for Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even next Thursday. So the middle of next week looking particularly cold. Now this week has been mellow and mild and not too bad. We're going to see some sun, increasing clouds today, though. 35 Rochester, Austin 41, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clouds then clearing late. A breezy cold night, winds up to 20 miles per hour, low of 16. The 7-day forecast, a milder weekend. The next week, some light snow Monday and Monday night. Maybe a few leftover flurries on Tuesday morning, and then maybe a little more by next Wednesday night. None of those big weather makers necessarily as far as snow goes, but really cold weather. That's maybe the biggest headline here. Some sub-zero days ahead next week.
We're going to enjoy the 30s while they're here.
Awfully nice right now.
Thanks.
Yeah.